Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a review. Okay? If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become JayBirds. Okay? And all that goodness is late at night, y'all. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Tonight's lipstick is the Kat Von D. It's a liquid lipstick. It is called Echo. Echo. So, yeah, I said I'll start putting them into the videos because y'all have been asking for me to do that. And I'm wearing different colors, so here you go. You can also like, comment, and share this video onto your social media. So this means hit the like button, comment below in the comment section, and if you hit the share button, you can share it to your Twitter and or your Facebook. Excuse me, whatever. Do not forget to also hit the notification bell because it lets you know when I have new videos up. Let's just get started. Oh, you can follow me on IG and or Twitter. The name is J_Lees_Corner. I don't know if I'm putting it up because it's late. And it's also in the description box below. But yeah, I'm always on IG. Anyway, yeah. So we see all the ladies are at Troy's birthday party and they're all still a bit shell-shocked at the fact that they're just naked men walking around slanging, okay? They was not expecting that or whatever. And they're supposed to be painting the naked men. So Mariah, I haven't seen a black penis in forever. Okay, I ain't seen what in years, because her husband is not black. So saying Jackie, I don't see naked, penises all around my office. So this is different or whatever. Toy I just want my friends to have a good time. I do feel like they all reacted a little bit too extra wise. It's just a penis. Not that much. You know what I'm saying? And people paint the naked body all the time. Now, I think Toy could have warned them that it was going to be, male models. That may be. So, Heavenly is like, I'm going to paint a cross on the chest of the naked man or whatever. That's what I'm going to do. Contessa, you look like perfection. You just look like, come on now, Contessa, whatever. Because I might not ever get to do this again. I'm like, y'all are, girl. It was very fun and funny to see how each of them reacted. How, they trying to act like they don't see stuff, but they looking really, really hard. How much they was laughing. A good time seems like it was had by all. And I thought I had a picture. Did I throw it away? Oh, I found it. So, again, they had a good time or whatever. So, most of them just drew penises. Some drew some butts. Some drew some chests or whatever. But it was a lot of whatever. Now, at one point, one of them picked Heavenly up. Picked her up off her feet up into the air. She said, somebody get this baby. Get him. Get him. Now, she acted shocked, but she still acted turned on. Okay, she acted turned on, in my opinion. I do wonder how the husbands are going to react seeing this episode. Mainly Contessa, like, oh my God, you look perfect. You're perfection. Oh my God. Like, it was a lot. I would not like if my husband reacted that way to seeing some woman. Like, calm down. She just is just a woman. Just a woman. And how Heavy was acting like, oh, Jesus, he picked me up. Oh my God. I said, girl, come on now. Anyway, Heavenly brings up how after seeing so many penises, how she is happy with the penis she has at home. I'm like, that's good. Now they all took a photo. Okay, they took a photo, and again, a good time was had by all. I've been to Paint and Sip here. We had that here or whatever, and you paint pictures. It's never a person, but a girl. We may have to do something with that. Anyway, we then see how the ladies started talking about, Toya and Jasmine. Toya and Jocelyn from Buffy's party. And mainly Heavenly's like, well, what was the issue? Like, what was the issue between Toya and Buffy? So Buffy brings up how what you don't know is I backed you up with my friend or whatever. I defended you, but I can't control what she do. And it's true. Toya said her issue was she feel like but Buffy wasn't really upset at what Jocelyn did or whatever. She said, because then you just offered me like a spa day or whatever. But it was to make me feel better. I'm like, well, that's what you do when you feel like someone was at your house and something happened. You do something to make them feel better. I feel like Toya's being upset is stupid. It's really stupid. Now, again, we do also feel like Buffy put the battery in Jocelyn's back to come there at Toya because she came at Toya. No one else but at Toya for something so simple. So, again, I, I wonder if she picked Toya out of the lineup just so that Buffy can have some kind of storyline. Because now Buffy has beef with a lady. And I mean, Buffy does taxes. Toya had tax issues. So, you know what I'm saying? 1 plus 1 equals 2. I don't know. But I still feel like Toya's upsetness is pointless. Okay, and move on. Anyway, so at this point in time, Toya then break up. Well, no, because when someone called my husband a bitch, she's like, well, I didn't call your husband a bitch. And when someone called him a bitch, I was the one who tried to defend you. Even then, I am tired of being Captain Saver Toya, okay? And so they kind of take Buffy out, because now they fussing or whatever. And Simone was like, maybe I should not have brought Buffy. Maybe I should have followed, not done that. Because again, Toya said I should not invite her. And Toya brings up how, that's why, she wasn't supposed to be here because I don't know her. Like, she's not my friend. This was supposed to be a friendly, event for me. And now she here ruining shit or whatever. Now outside, Buffy and, was Buffy, contestant, somebody else or whatever, and contestants said, sometimes Toya, can be a certain way or whatever. We have to get past that toughness with her, that hardness with her, and then she cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, I defended her to my friend, my good friend Jocelyn or whatever, and that can cause issues between me and her. Jocelyn don't have enough friends to spare. I'm pretty sure she's okay with what you said, girl. Girl, please, girl, we don't care. Please stop. Don't bring Jocelyn around. Not near another time. Okay, we do not need to see her back on the show. Trying to nothing. So we do see Toya go to Eugene at work, mainly because, I'm saying, one, he brings up how the husbands were not happy when they found out about Toya having the naked men at her birthday party. He just brings up how none of them knew that would be at the party. And when Toya brings, but they just uptight. Like, it was just painting men or whatever. They're uptight. He said, well, no, no one knew that how much the men will be walking around interacting and touching and involving themselves with the wife. No one knew that. I didn't even know that. So he like, so to kind of make it up to him or whatever, I'm gonna have like a guys night out so we can kind of smooth things over. And so, so that they talk about that. Then they bring up how their house. So the house they're building is still not ready. However, they have to be out the rental house they're in now in like a week. And Eugene, like, we can just move into the house because it's ready enough for us to live in. Really, Eugene? Like, they're gonna be painting. We're gonna be smelling paint. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Toya, the house is ready. Y'all can live there. Like, people live in construction places all the time. Y'all don't have no choice. And Eugene made the best point. I don't want to pay to live somewhere else, but we're paying them to finish the house up. Look, as long as the city say it's a safe place to live, go home. Go to your new house or whatever. Girl. Anyway, that's what they're going to have to do because they got no choice. We do see a quick scene of Simone and Jackie meet up. Simone and them said how crazy Toya party was. The naked man was crazy, whatever. Simone asked Jackie, well, did you tell Curtis about what happened? Well, like, I not all the way. Like, I told him that there were men there, who were naked, but I told him that it was just like Magic City, the strip club. And, that's all I said. I didn't say nothing else but that. She also brings up how she's writing a book about, healthy sexual relationships, your vagina care and all that stuff. She brings up how the one thing she's not really too keen on or too, she doesn't know too well is adult toys. Okay, that part she does not know. She has to get familiar with that to include it in her book, to have an overall book about a healthy sexual relationship with yourself or whoever else and whoever else, and also vagina care. Okay, I'm like, all right. Simone and Cecil has an Airbnb. They house the extra house they have. They're using it as an Airbnb. This scene was so pointless to me. I was confused. All you did was go over there and fix the sheets and said that the house is an Airbnb and it's a way for Cecil to bring money to the home. I'm like, okay, but then downstairs in the kitchen, you see the kids. Now your two not grown boys, but your two sons who are of age. They both are at least 17, 18. I think one is 17 or 18. The other one is like 20. And Simone is like, she wants to have a conversation about STDs. If you have not already had this conversation of multiple, this a whole bunch, I'm confused. See, she has cottage cheese on the plate, and so if you see cottage cheese in a vagina, it means it has a yeast infection, which bitch, you know that. And she brings up how she pulls up photos of different diseases. I'm like, I just feel like Simone has already had this conversation with them. I almost feel like we've seen her have it with them before, so I was confused. Like, do you have nothing else going on? No. And I appreciate her bringing up how, you must always have consent, because without consent, you can go to jail. I like that, but I felt like, what was the point? Because I feel like y'all have had, I know you have to have had the conversation with the oldest, because he left and went to college. Anyway, quiet at home, on the phone with her lawyer, Heavenly comes over. And I'm like, these must be the blonde Boxer twins. So they come over, whatever, and he bring up how the divorce should be finalized by like June 7th or whatever. I don't think they divorced now, and it's October, but I don't care. He also brings up how you have to be sure that Greg files his taxes. I guess because they're still legally married, they have to file, probably married filing separate, because they're not together. So he like, you have to just make sure that he does what he's. Why do I have to make sure that he files the taxes? Because you are probably attached to them. Just saying. And I think it's just, I don't know. But I do think, the lawyer should be able to examine that as well. I don't know if her and Greg talk, because it's really messy. The divorce is really messy. I'm looking like, okay, if you say so. I really don't like the fact that we don't have none of Greg's side. And we didn't even have any Greg's side last season. That's just weird to me, but I don't really care. And Haley is like, can I get some crackers? You gave me cheese with no crackers. I'm on the phone. Girl, well, whatever. And that was really it. Heavy air, like, well, why is the divorce taking so long? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have no kids. Like, is y'all paying alimony? Are y'all paying alimony to each other or whatever? Like, who get the house? And Kawhi was like, you know what? They say that a person who meddles in other people's business is worse than a person who steals. I don't believe that. I don't want nobody stealing from me, but I digress. And so, and you meddling in my business, like, just leave it alone. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do that. I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of it taking forever. I just want you to be out of it or whatever. I agree. Quad and Greg had the shortest marriage. Not the shortest marriage, but I feel like the divorce is taking so long, as if it's a lot of things to, like, split up. I don't think I don't know. But, girl, get it done and over with. We're gonna leave it at that. So we do see all the guys meet up, and they meet up at like it's like the football bowling thing or whatever, where you throw a football at the bowling pin. So that's where they went to have a little time or whatever. And we see that none of them is good at it. No one threw the football to the space and hit any pin. So I'm like, y'all get y'all arms fixed. So they sit and eat and drink whatever, as guys do. And they bring up how, because Buffy husband is there too. He's the new person in the group. So they bring up how Eugene got cussed out at the party by Jocelyn. He said, yeah, me and my wife, we so sorry about that or whatever. Now, we have, different friends, and, this thing happened. We were so sorry that happened. So, they went from that to saying how hopefully their wives, Toya and Buffy, can talk and work things out. I mean, eventually he probably can, but who knows? Anyway, Scott then brings about, for him it's been hard recently because Contessa's gone or whatever, and with her being gone, he's a full-time single dad when she's not there, and how that's kind of hard for him. So they then bring up how Aiden was upset about the naked men. Now, when they start talking, Damon, Heavenly's husband, is like he confused, like, what's going on or whatever. So, because again, he didn't know about it. Damon heavily did not tell Damon about it at all. But Aiden brings up how, well, yeah, because Mariah sent me a picture. It was a picture of her and Simone at the party, and it was one of the guys was behind them or whatever. He likes, when I seen it, I was upset because I didn't know the magnitude that it would be with these dudes. So it turned out the dudes wasn't really models, they were dancers. Toya hired dancers to have them. I guess it is what it is. So again, they didn't know the extent, the models, the dancers would be interacting with their wives. So he said, Eugene bring it up to like, we didn't know that. I did not know that beforehand or whatever. So I was surprised too. I did not find out until after the party. I want some beef and barley soup. I do. Anyway, the whole time Damon is sitting there looking like what is they talking about or whatever. And so they say like, Damon, do you know? Do you know what we're talking about? He was like, no, she didn't tell me anything or whatever. So Aiden then showed Damon the picture of Mariah and Simone. But again, because he didn't know whatever. And then, they bring up, because the man was actually strippers. They wasn't really models. And Damon, like, my wife told me about it or whatever. And he said that one of the guys physically picked heavily up in a seductive type of way or whatever. You ain't know that either. He was like, nah, she ain't telling me. And Damon looked upset. He did look like, okay, this is some bullshit. Because again, she didn't tell me. So he like, you know what? I don't like anyone touching my wife. I don't like anybody putting their hands on my wife in no sexual way or whatever. But what I do know is, because I ain't know that, what I do know is when we go out, when the fellas go out, oh, we're going to have a good ass time. I said, oh, come on now, Damon. Dr. Damon, we're talking about not, he like, I'm tired of us always going out and like, we have to be on our best behavior, but they go out and they got naked men, that's, we gonna have a session, we gonna paint some females, and he said, we not gonna use no paintbrushes, we gonna use our hands, yeah, I'm like, Damon, you can't do that, that's the whole, it's the whole incident when it happened, but he like, you know what I'm saying, we gonna go out, we gonna do something, okay, we gonna have a good old time. I'm not, alright. I liked Damon's reaction. His thing was, they go out and they have all this fun, and we have to come here and just have a beer because if we do anything else, they piss. But they went somewhere around naked men, and we supposed to be. And he picked my wife up, and she ain't tell me. No, so he ain't happy. I digress. Anyway, so we see that happen, so whatever. So we did see Toya and Eugene move all by themselves. I mean, he driving a moving truck, you know what I'm saying? They both carrying, look, moving sucks, okay? And I have this in an apartment. I cannot imagine moving a whole house with me, my husband, and 2 kids worth of stuff. Girl, bye. I can, and they move like every year, if not every 2 years or whatever. So it's a lot. Now, Toya's like, I'm so overwhelmed. I just want to be done moving. Like, I feel like I've been moving for days. It's because they doing it all on their own. When I move, I'm hiring someone to move everything for me. Okay? Because it's team too much. Okay? My back is too bad to be trying to move all this shit. But again, Eugene, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't expect us to be moved and unpacked in a day. Like, not when we doing it ourselves. And they was like moving stuff while the kids were at school. So like they moving stuff from like 9 a.m. to like 3 p.m. or whatever, and they have to make multiple trips back and forth because they only had one moving van. Anyway, Toya feel like, she just want things to look pretty, things to be put away, the kids to come home feeling a certain kind of way. She want the kids, I want the kids to have a stable environment. Well, stop moving. Hopefully this is their last move. And Eugene thing was, we have built our dream home or whatever, you know what I'm saying? This is not a time to be upset, like it's a time to be blessed or whatever. And I feel like if you wanted them to have a stable environment, if you wanted this to be an easier move, y'all should have planned better. Y'all had to move so quickly because things didn't happen how y'all planned them or whatever. So I also feel like nobody, unless you're paying someone to move all your stuff, which means you're paying them to pack it up, to move it and unpack it, nothing can happen in a day. And I feel like that's what she thought would happen. I don't know how, but girl, I digress. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Again, stop moving every year and just plan better. But Eugene, like, you know what I'm saying, we just have to be patient. We built this house, whatever. This should be a joyous occasion. The kids come home and they don't care about nothing but at the pool. And the kids jump in the pool with their clothes on and I love this house. It's amazing. Them kids don't care about the beds aren't the beds not put together yet. Girl, get them a camp out in the living room. It's a huge house. It's a huge house. But I feel like y'all moved knowing y'all wasn't prepared to move. So calm down, Toya. Just calm down. Anyway, we then see, but the house looks great so far. You know what I'm saying? There's still a little stuff to do, whatever, but it looks amazing. I can't wait to see it fully finished and furnished or whatever. I think it'll be a great house because it's huge. It's a big space, and I think for them to have 2 kids, because I'm like, that's a lot of space for me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, they have 2 kids. They may have more kids or whatever. It makes sense. Anyway, so we see Jackie and Heavenly hanging out together. Heavenly brings up how she did not tell Dr. Damon about the naked men, and Jackie said, "Ooh, that's gonna come back and bite her in the ass. Cause she like you should tell him or whatever. I ain't doing that, and I'm upset because Toya should have told us. I cannot believe she should not have done it. I do not want to be disrespecting my husband. Or you could have left if you once you seen it was naked men. Anyone could have left, or at least say, babe." Senior like Mariah. Mariah instantly texted her husband because she knew how it may look. Mariah did what a wife is supposed to do, in my opinion. If I go somewhere and I did not know it would be naked men there, let me tell my husband. And I would hope my husband would do the same. Like, babe, he got naked girls here. Oh, do we? Really? Come home. Get away from the vaginas or whatever. But it is what it is. Anyway, they go to a sex store because, again, Jackie brings up how she does not know a lot about sex toys or whatever. And, they try out some stuff. This is explained to them what it is. Heavenly get a couple of items because she did or whatever. And Jackie then brings up how much fun they had on the last trip to, I think, with New Orleans. So she said we should take another trip. So they're going to take a bus ride to Savannah, Georgia. It was like a 4 or 5 hour bus ride. So we will see how that goes. But we kind of see how it goes because Heavenly and Mariah gets an argument on the bus ride coming up next episode. It's just too much. Lastly, we see Scott and Contessa talking. Contessa like, you know what? We've been putting on a good front for the kids. I'm saying we've been putting a whole smile on our face for the kids. But I know that you are upset with me. I know that you're a bit frustrated with me because of me leaving and going to school or whatever. Scott say, it's just that this is not what I signed up for. I just did not sign up to be like alone, taking care of the kids. Like, it's not what it was. He also brings somebody like kids need their mom just as much as they need their dad. And I know people gonna feel 2 different ways about that. I got what he meant. I think what he meant was we got married, had our kids or whatever, and I don't think either one of us thought, okay, one of us is gonna leave and be gone for 5 days a week and leave the other one with the kids. I think that's what he meant. I hope it would be the same way if the roles were reversed. If he tried to leave, she would say, well, this ain't what I signed up for at all. But I digress. It was weird because she's like, well, I don't, she then said, I don't remember you telling me before when I needed a break that, you know what I'm saying, it was cool or whatever. What she meant was, you acting like you doing too much and you need help from me, but you've never helped me when I need help. And he said that ain't true. They then play a clip from their first season when they had a nanny or whatever, and Contessa felt bad for not being there for the kids. And she then said, okay, we're going to have to sacrifice. I'm going to stop working and I'm gonna be a stay-at-home mom. And he said, even though that's gonna be a financial burden or whatever, I'm gonna support you in wanting to not work, and now I'll just work more hours. It'll be fine. So his thing was, when you needed a break from working and you wanted to be at home with the kids more, I supported you in that, even though that ain't what we had discussed because we had just bought this new house or whatever. So again, it showed that he had supported her in the first drastic decision she made that would change their family dynamic. Boom. So then, he also was like, I supported you in wanting to go to school for public health. Like, the difference was, I did not know that you were going to be leaving home to do it. Well, you could have said that. And I'm like, what, ain't that implied? Isn't it implied, girl? Anyway, he said, I can't tell you what not to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it or whatever, but I don't know where your head is. He said, you was working so much or whatever and wanted to quit spending time with the kids. Like, I just wonder, like, you then jumped into this program or whatever and you were gone. He like, are you chasing something that I can't give you? Like, are you chasing something that I don't know about? And she's like, I don't know. And he said, I just want to, do something more. I don't know how to do it or whatever. She then says, it doesn't matter now because I dropped out of school. You won. I know you have because I dropped out. I feel like a failure. Okay, I feel like a quitter and I don't like being a quitter. Why did you quit? And she then, so like, I had to make a sacrifice, and I had to sacrifice into something that the husband would never do. And I'm like, you quit your job. Y'all was a 2-income family, and you quit your job, and he then said he had to work more hours to pay for everything because your whole salary went away. Contessa seems to seem she makes these drastic decisions based on how she feels one moment. Because again, one moment she was like, I'm working too much, and I want to be a better mom and with my kids, so I'm gonna stop working. She stopped for a little bit of time, and then she went back to work because she didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom because she went crazy, and that's what she did. The second season it was on there, and then this season she's like, you know what? I want to be in public health. I'm gonna leave my family for a year, for 5 days a week, and do this. Each season, Contessa has done something that has changed her family's dynamic. So I feel like Scott is right in saying, like, what are you trying to do? Like, you keep doing stuff, and I don't know why, but you keep wanting me to just be okay with it, but say that I'm not supportive, but I am. Because he is or whatever. And he also, like, you can't put you quitting on me. I didn't want you to do that. You can't put it as if I want or I want it. That's not fair, whatever. And then, she's like, well, I wanted something bigger, but I don't know what it is, whatever. You always get your way and I don't get mad. I'm looking like, girl, Contessa crazy. I mean, clearly she wants fulfillment in something and she don't know what. And I think she keeps trying different things, and then when she gets it, it ain't what she wanted. And then she just waits to do something else. Like she said, I want to do something bigger, but I don't know how to do that. Well, girl, excuse me, figure it out. Anyway, that was the whole episode. Comment below, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. I love you all, and I'm done. Peace.